Good evening, everyone. Welcome to CFRI's new general member orientation. We have with us, let me mute whoever that is, I'm sorry. All right, we have CFRI's membership director, Mari Lynch. Mari, you want to unmute yourself and just say hi to everyone?
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
All righty, and Mari is a volunteer with our organization. She's on our board of directors. So we are very, very happy to have her with us and to have volunteers like Mari who are dedicated to helping CFRI on a volunteer basis. So welcome again to the new member orientation. I'm going to go through our slides. If you have any questions, please be sure and ask them. CFRI is a not-for-profit business association dedicated to promoting ethical real estate investing, to protect and promote the best interest of our membership through education and networking opportunities, as well as community, legislative, and public relations. Disclaimer, CFRI does not give legal, tax, economic, or investment advice. CFRI disclaims all liability for the action or inaction taken or not taken as a result of communications from or to its members, officers, directors, employees, and contractors. Each person should consult their own counsel, accountant, and other advisors as to legal, tax, economic, investment, and related matters concerning real estate and other investments. We're online. If you all have not found us yet, please go to Facebook and search for CFRI members only. Put your request in to join the group. I will approve your request, and that's a way for you to network via a social media platform with over 400 CFRI members. You can go back, you can search on there for different topics, you can join a topic, you can ask a question. It is a great forum for our members to be able to interact with each other on a social media platform. We also have a YouTube channel. It's under Central Florida Realty Investors Association. You'll be able to see our general meetings. All of our general meetings during COVID have been recorded because we were via Zoom. There's some other great videos on there as well. So be sure and check out our YouTube channel. We have a Facebook business member page, which is Central Florida Realty Investors Association. We also have a meetup page, and we're on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is @CFRI Online. We're proud to be a chapter of National REIA. National REIA is an umbrella organization that about 50 REIAs, which are real estate investment clubs around the United States, are members of. And because we're a member of National REIA, we're able to give you, to pass along some discounts to some great vendors, if you will. We've been serving Greater Orlando and Central Florida since 1989 as a not-for-profit organization. So I'm the only paid person. I've got a part-time assistant, and then everyone else in the organization is a volunteer. So here are some of the national partner discounts. I'll show you where you can find them on the website as we get into the presentation. We've got Home Depot, you've got Budget Rent-A-Car, Avis Rent-A-Car, Office Depot has a great program. So you're going to be able to find those benefits under CFRI.net. And again, I'll show them to you when we get to that part of the presentation. National REIA, the Home Depot. If you spend $5,000 or more every 6 months with Home Depot, you're eligible for a 2% rebate back in the form of a Home Depot gift card. I can tell you more about that when we get to the website. We have a flyer you can download that will explain how to sign up for a Pro Rewards account. When you do sign up for your Pro Rewards account, or if you have one already, you need to go back to where it talks about your forms of payment. You need to register all of your forms of payment that you use at Home Depot. And then it asks for an agreement code, and you're going to put in NREIA. Again, we're going to be recording this, so you can go back to it. You can always shoot me an email and ask me questions, and I'll be glad to answer them. More discounts. We have Office Depot. If you text CFRI card to 844-446-6358, it'll send you a purchasing card back on your phone, and you can use that at any Home Depot, and you will get especially great discounts on printing. Office Depot, sorry. Tune in to CFRI's podcasts. We've got a volunteer who's been doing some podcasts with some of our members. You can find us by searching for CFRI Podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Apple. So about CFRI, like I said, we have 9 volunteer board members, 4 officers and 5 directors, 1 full-time employee, 1 part-time employee, and we have 1,050 general members and 156 business members. Our board of directors, here are our officers. Jay Spann is our president. Stephen Young is our vice president. Chad Schultz is our secretary. Greg Bond is our treasurer. Peter Lopez is a director. He's in charge of operations. Phil Georges is in charge of programs. Mari Lynch is in charge of membership. David Pupo is in charge of marketing. And Mark Johnston is in charge of groups. Our general meetings held the first Wednesday of every month. Right now, we're doing the general meeting via Zoom. You can watch the deals of the month. You can see a Dud of the Month. We have great panel discussions. And as we get closer towards the end, I'll show you what we've got coming up. Actually, in the next couple of slides, I'll show you what we have coming up for this month. Our flyer policy, we have a general member, and when we meet in person, we have a general member flyer table at the general meeting. And what you can put on that flyer table, unless you're a business member, you can put on this flyer table a property, information about a property that you're selling. You have to have the contract on it. It has to be your property. And you can't put that I'm a realtor with XYZ Realtor. It's got to be your name, your property information, no logos, because you're a general member, but we want you to share if you have a property for sale. County chapter meetings. In a minute, when we go through our website, you'll see that our county chapters are listed in blue on the website on our calendar of events. So we've got Charles Fisher, who is the head of Brevard County, Mark Johnston, who is also on our board of directors, is Lake County, Todd Hutchinson, who's a former past president of CFRI, he's Orange County, Frank Fulton, and Chad Schultz, who is also on our board, is Volusia Flagler County. We have focus group meetings. Our focus groups are leaders are Robin Daniels, who is Advanced Investors. If you're an advanced investor, you're welcome to email me and ask me for an advanced investor application. It is a application approved group because it is a group of advanced investors that meet on a weekly basis. Steve Goldhurst is in charge of Money 101. Phil Georges, who's on our board, is in charge of commercial and multifamily. James Dorr is in charge of business and tax strategies. Tim Davis is in charge of landlording and property management. And Augie Bylot is in charge of real estate investment techniques. All of those meetings are in red on our calendar of events because our focus groups are for members only. So non-members are not allowed to attend our focus group meetings. Lifetime membership eligibility. You might have wondered, we've got some lifetime members on our board, and we've also got some lifetime members in the organization. Not a lot, probably under 30 people who have hit the lifetime membership level. It is in our policies and procedures, which I can show you where that is. You can see how you can add up points to become a lifetime member. It's not something that you can purchase. It is something that is earned. So it's 24 lifetime points, members in good standings for 6 years before credit can be awarded. 12 of the 24 points must come from volunteering, and that does include volunteering on our board or heading up one of our groups. Professional housing provider certification. This is through National REIA. Any event that you attend that you pay a door fee, their events, the events are listed in green on our website. They have a PHP credit, and that's the Preferred Housing Provider Certification. Every time you go, like I said, every time you go to a class or attend a class on Zoom that is in green that you've paid for, you'll receive professional housing provider credits. The PHP requirements for National REIA are 60 credit hours of education, 42 hours in core subjects, and 18 electives. I'll show you on the website where we'll get more into that information. It is not a CFRI accreditation. It is accreditation through National REIA. You get these gold forms. You also get once you go to your first class, you'll get a form that you fill out. It's kind of like a syllabus, checking off what classes you've been to and what credits you've gotten, like you did when you were in college. And again, we'll get more into that when I show you around the website in a little while. Member benefit. If you're really enjoying being a CFRI member and you'd like to refer your friend, you already have to be a CFRI member before you can get credit for this. But if you are, and your friend joins after you, then you get in and they put it when they sign up online. There's an area where they can put how they were referred. If they put your name in there, then you're going to get 20 CFRI bucks. It'll be deposited into your account. You'll see it in your account. I'll show you where. And you'll be able to use that for renewal dues, for classes. So it's a great way to earn some free money and pay for your dues. Monthly newsletter. We've got a digital copy is available on the front page of the CFRI website by the 1st of the month. There's the cover for August. I actually do all the layout work for the design and layout work for the newsletter. It's not farmed out. So I'm working the end of this week on the September newsletter. The articles are written by CFRI board members, and business members. It's a great resource for our membership. Includes a business member directory, the events calendar, articles from CFRI members, deal of the month, and many more articles. All of the articles, though, are locally written. So they're our market. They're people you see at meetings. They're not something that I'm getting from some syndicated market. I'm actually asking our expert members to contribute to the newsletter. We also have a newsletter library that goes all the way back to 2012 on our website. I'll show you where that is, where you can pull up all the newsletters and read the articles. I can tell you that I've been here almost 8 years, and none of the articles have been reproduced. So every article that's in each newsletter is unique to that newsletter. It's not like I'm recycling the articles. So lots of great information. Upcoming meetings and classes. Classes, focus group meetings, county chapter group meetings. They're all on our website at cfri.net. That's where you're going to register. I'll go through that in just a minute. What we do ask is that you look at the calendar before you leave home. If you're going to an in-person meeting, be sure and look at the calendar. A lot of things are changing. The world's changing on a daily basis. And you want to make sure that if the meeting was in person and I tried to reach out to you to tell you that it's going to be via Zoom, that you know that it's via Zoom and that you don't get in your car and drive all the way. So things are changing. We want to all be back in person, but right now some of our meetings are via Zoom. So we've got coming up next Tuesday, August 31st, is the tax-free power of self-directed IRAs with Greg Bond. And that is Tuesday the 31st. That is in person at the CFRI office. It is from 6 to 9 p.m. If you've never been to our education center, we are located just off of I-4 at Lee Road. Between Lee Road and Fairbanks is a street called Addison Street. It's right across from a neighborhood Walmart. And our office is right in there. We have a nice sized classroom where you can spread out and be part of some of our meetings are held there, but this class is definitely being held there. Members are $39 in advance. And the day of the class, it is $49. And it's again at the Education Center. Next Tuesday, the 31st. Our September 1st general meeting. Wow, the first Wednesday of the month is coming up quickly this month. It's actually on the 1st. So we are doing, are your real estate assets prepared for a natural disaster panel discussion? This is being held via Zoom next Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. The panelists include Mark Orman, roofing contractor, Colleen Pascio, insurance, David Van Dyke, public adjuster, Jeremiah Ofori, mold remediation, Elliot Grime, general contractor, and our moderator is Jay Spann, who's the CFRI president. Now, this is a webinar, so the webinar is done a little bit differently than this meeting that we're doing right now. We don't open our microphones up. Only the panelists have microphones that are open. So we ask questions in Q&A, and we get to everyone's questions. So if you have questions, you'll be able to put your questions in Q&A. And because that is a webinar right now, instead of doing in person, we actually have a really special meeting right after. It's a different Zoom login, and it's called the meeting after the meeting. And we are doing this via Zoom. It's members only. It is from 8 to 9 p.m. It's free. And it's an interactive. We break into groups, we break into separate rooms and get to know each other, talk about real estate investing, see what we can do to help each other. It does require a different Zoom login link than the general meeting. And all that can be found on the website, which I'll show you in just a few minutes. Deal or dud of the month. If you've done a deal or you've done a dud, we want to hear about it. Everyone learns from everyone else's great projects and also not so great projects. Everybody's got not so great projects, right, Mari? They're not all home runs. So if you've got one, we want you to send your details of your deal whenever this happens to Stephen Young. It's your first deal, whatever it might be. It wasn't a deal that you did in this city or in Florida. You did it somewhere else. We want to hear about it. You're going to send your details of your deal to Stephen Young, who's our vice president, and you can reach out to him at vicepresident@cfri.net. All righty. Anybody have any questions so far?
What's for dinner?
No, we're not asking what's for dinner.
What was that site again? Steve Young, send the deals or duds to.
Okay, I'll go back to it. It is vicepresident@cfri.net. That's his email address.
I'm going to interrupt Buffy for just a second and let her have a sip of water. And just people that have joined this year or within the last few months, virtually you can extend your membership because we don't typically, we usually meet in person. Our big meeting is, as Buffy said, the first Wednesday of the month. And those are typically not recorded. So if you're at the meeting, you're at the meeting. If you're not at the meeting, you miss the whole thing. But because of our current pandemic situation, the meetings have been on Zoom and they've been recorded. So you can go to YouTube, as Buffy mentioned, and those of you that talked about connecting with new people, finding out who's active in this community, what's going on, you're going to get some of that. You're going to see who the speakers are. You're going to see who's on the board. You're going to see who's presenting deals. You're going to see who's making things happen. A lot of that is available for you on those previous meetings. You can watch those on YouTube. So don't miss that chance because you don't always have that chance. And I'm also going to add the other resource I don't want you to miss is the newsletters and the back list of newsletters. As Buffy said, we all have Google and we all have lots of resources, that we can look up something and read about real estate. But our newsletter is written by local investors, people that are working in the markets where you are working and understand what's going on right here. And you can't get at those newsletters unless you're a member. So set aside some reading time on your calendar and make a point of going back and trying to, there's an index to every copy. I want to say episode. That's not what it's called, but there's a issue, not episode. I've been watching too much TV. So look through the, just look through the index and go, yeah, I want to know more about that and read those. It's more information than you can imagine. And, you'll really get a lot of value out of that. So I just wanted to emphasize those two things. Thank you, Buffy.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Mari. So now we're going to go through the website. If you want to pull it up, if you happen to have two screens, you're welcome to pull it up. If you've got your phone, you can pull it up. I am going to stop sharing for a half a second, and then I'm going to pull up the website so that you can see. Again, if you have any questions, jump in, ask them.
Kevin wants to know if you're going to have.
All right, so Kevin wants to know about Junkers to Jewels. Hang on, I'm trying to manipulate this at the same time. Give me 1 second. Okay, so Kevin, I love doing Junkers to Jewels. Junkers to Jewels, everyone, is a 3-day event, if I'll call it. It's a class. I bring in about 7 different speakers. We start on a Friday afternoon. We do all day Saturday. We have lunch together. We get on a bus on Sunday. Unfortunately, right when COVID happened was the last weekend we were supposed to do one, and we had to cancel it at the last minute. Obviously, nobody's getting on a bus together right now. We're not able to meet. It's about 60 people to meet in person with 60 people. Some of our presenters aren't comfortable meeting in person. So I'm still searching for speakers who would be interested in doing a little bit different version without the bus tour, doing it via Zoom, possibly even having those people be at a house and doing kind of a virtual tour for us. but there are a lot of moving parts, and I am working on putting that together. I was really hoping that we'd be back in person and life would be back to normal, because it started looking that way in June. And I was totally planning on doing it after hurricane season in October. And now all the plans have changed. So we are looking at it. It is a great program. So watch out for that. Watch out for that program. So, yes.
Other member contact information. Are they able to get to that?
Okay, I will show you that in just a minute.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to share my screen. Okay, can everyone see my screen? Okay.
Yep.
All right, so when you're logged in, if you don't have your login, email me and I can get it for you. I can get you your set up to with a new password if you need one. You're logged in and it says your name up here. That's the first thing. So you know you're logged in. This is our home page. On the right side, you'll see today's events. They're always right here. We did have an event get canceled. Right here is our special announcement, and it talks about our September meetings, which is coming up very soon, that our county and focus group meetings are transitioning to in-person, but some of the meetings, including the September 1st general meeting, are being held via Zoom. Keep in mind, this website I put together, I update it probably 3 to 4 times a day. So if you have questions or you see something on it that's just not quite right, let me know. Let me know. I'm only one person, so I'm always looking for my proofreaders to let me know if some link's broken, whatever might be happening. Please let me know. So here's our September 1st general meeting. I went on and changed that this morning and highlighted it, because that is our next big event coming up. If you click here, it will take you to the registration page. You can see who our panelists are. You can see, you'll be able to see who our deals, as soon as I'm told, who our deals and our Dud of the Month presenters are. Again, register online. Down here is our meeting after the meeting, separate registration. Here's our information. We were running a discount program, or a discount, which most of you all have taken advantage of in one way or another, for $25 off. There's our 3-month trial information. Over here on the right are our upcoming meetings. And you can click on this Facebook icon to join our CFRI members only Facebook group. You go down here. Here is our August newsletter online. Here's information about Home Depot, Office Depot, Deal of the Month. Now I'm going to go, that's our homepage. I'm just going to go tab by tab. Here's our Join Now. You all have already done this, but you can direct other people to do this. And when they do this and create an account, they can put that you referred them. So this is all of our general information, our membership information about being a general member, and also being about a business member. If you're ever interested in upgrading your membership to a business membership, you can reach out to me and I can talk to you about that. There's some great benefits on that. I will show you on the home page. One of the benefits is to have a free ad on the front page of our website. If I click into this, it will go directly to Joe Siegel's website. This rotates on an automatic basis, but you can also fast forward yourself. Click into any of these and it takes you right to their website. Great benefit. It's only $125 more than a general membership. Property list. Let's say you've got a property that you have under contract. You're not a realtor for, you're not representing someone else, and you want to get it out to the CFRI members. This is totally free. You've got to be logged in, but all you have to do is click post a new property. Post and then add a new property. The website will walk you through all the different questions it has. You can actually add property description. You can add some photos, and then you're going to click, be sure and click save at the bottom, and then your property will be on that list. This is an open source list for people to see, but it is closed for members only to actually post properties. A property list, partial property list, goes out every Friday night to our members around 8 o'clock. It's an automatic email that goes out. And so you can see all kinds of properties here. This is the big one, our calendar of events. Here's our calendar of events. I'm going to go on and I'm going to scroll over to September, because we're almost through the end of the month now, or the end of August. So you can see here is the Power of Tax self-directed IRAs, the tax-free power of self-directed IRAs. Here's our general meeting. You can see any meeting that's in red is for members only. Everything in, excuse me, and it's free. Everything in blue, non-members can attend for a door fee. The general meeting is $20 and the county meetings are $10. But you get to come for free. So let's just say that you wanted to go to the general meeting. You click on that. It comes up with the general meeting. You have to scroll all the way to the bottom. It is a Zoom meeting. We just talked about that. It's a Zoom meeting this month. So because it's a Zoom meeting, you need to pre-register, or you can send a friend a guest pass. You need to pre-register. Once you pre-register, you're going to get down at the bottom again, there's the Zoom link. It's also going to send you an email. You're also going to get an email 2 hours before the meeting that will remind you that you have registered. So you're going to be clicking on that link to get your Zoom link. And that's how you do it for a Zoom meeting. Now, if you look at the calendar of events and our red events, let's go to commercial and multifamily. That's actually via Zoom. Okay, we're going to do this. Let's go to landlording. Landlording is a focus group meeting. It's being held in person. You're going to click into it. It's being held in person. You can't see where it's being held because it is a members only event. We don't want non-members to see it. So if you scroll down here to the bottom, you pre-register, the next page that comes up and an email will be sent to you will tell you that it's at the IHOP on Kirkman Road. Okay, so that's how you find out. Okay, oh my gosh, it's the day of, I got the notice again and I can't go. Scroll on down, go back to this page, scroll on down, unregister me from the event. You sure you want to unregister? Yes, I do. And then you've opened up the spot for someone else. Anybody have any questions on the calendar? It's a great resource. You're going to check it though often because things change. We had Lake County's canceled because that's Labor Day. Money 101 because it's the day after Labor Day. People are getting back to work and getting things their life back in order. So the group leader decided to cancel his meeting as well. Membership information, member benefits. This is where you're going to find the information about Home Depot. If you click here, it will walk you through the enrollment guide. And there's also another phone number. It's got my phone number. I can't do everything for you on the Home Depot because I'm not employed by Home Depot, but you can click on the enrollment guide. It will open up a PDF and we'll explain how to enroll in the Pro Extra Rewards account. And then you can also, there's an 800 number or an 888 number that you can call to get more information. They also have this is the national rebate program that we were talking about. They have an appliance program, a paint program, a cabinet program. So check out those. These are other vendors that are affiliated with National REIA. They're not affiliated with us, but they do have savings to pass along to all of us. Each one of these has a flyer that you can, or a web link that you can link into, that you can click into to get more information about them. And you can go all the way down. There's the Office Depot. And then another tab we have under other membership info is our bylaws. These are only available to be viewed by our members. You have to be logged in. Our bylaws, which opens into a PDF. Our code of ethics, which opens into a PDF. Our policies and procedures, another PDF. So those are, if you ever have a question about what you can and can't do with CFRI, I say you go to the policies and procedures. It's about 35 pages long, and it's got pretty much the history of everything in there, and all the rules and resources that you might need if you're interested in serving on the board, you're interested in being a volunteer, you want to know more about how to become a lifetime member, all sorts of things like that are in those policies and procedures. Under other resources, here's our business member directory. This is a free listing for our business members. It's listed by service area, and then it is listed alphabetically by company name. It's got their name, it's got their contact name, their phone number, and then a web link to their website. So you can go down and you're saying, oh, I need some cabinets, or I need a contractor. I'm interested in a hard money lender. You look under mortgages. We've got lots of people who do that. Again, these are all business members. This is a benefit of being a business member. Again, if you're interested in upgrading your membership, we take the unused portion of your membership and apply that towards a business membership. So also under other resources is the National Partners, which is basically the same benefits that we just went through. Our newsletter library. Mari was talked very big on this one. Here's our newsletter library. Each one of these will open up into a new window and it'll be a PDF. You can download it if you'd like to. And it is our newsletter. I'm going to go on and click on the August newsletter so that you can see our August newsletter is right here. It's loading up. And as Mari said, there's a table of contents. There's the table of contents. You can go right to it and you can see what the articles are. If you're interested in any of this information, the 3 reasons to play real estate investing is on page 15. You can scroll down. Some of our members our business members have purchased a full page ad. Our president always has an article in the newsletter. There's an ad about the self-directed IRAs. We have, since we've been doing it, we've been via COVID, our business members are getting a business card size ad for free in our newsletter, our online newsletter. And you can click into each of these ads and it will open up the business member's website. You can also go all the way to the bottom and you can see a list of the business member directory, which is the same thing that's on our website. And then there's active links to that business member's website. So that's the newsletter library. Board of directors, you want to reach out and to JSPAN, you click this. It will allow you to send an email to president@cfri.net. And that's all of our board members. And there I am. I'm the executive director. Also under here, we have a legislative page. And that is, we were talking about this getting together and sending, if you remember back in July, the end of July, we got a call to action from National REIA asking us to join in efforts to stop the moratorium and allow it to expire on July 31st. So the eviction moratorium. And so we all got together and we clicked on the button to go on and write our representatives and senators an email asking them to let that expire, which it did for a couple of days and then it changed again. So things change. Anyway, we do have an active legislative group. If you check out our Facebook group, then you'll see that it's Rob Arnold is the group leader. He's a lifetime member of CFRI, and he has all kinds of resources that he reaches out to and then publicizes the different upcoming legislative things that will affect our members in the state of Florida. And he posts those there and you can comment or ask questions of him. There's a real estate glossary, Florida County web links. That's to some different property appraiser and tax collector offices and things. Here's the PHP credits that we talked about. If you go to this is again through National REIA. It will explain what the professional housing provider certification is. It'll talk about the core items that you need to get, the classroom hours. And you'll see when you go to a class, if we go back to, don't mean to switch around too much, but if I go back really quick to the calendar of events and I go to the event that's coming up, doesn't tell you how many. Okay, well, I fixed that. See, I'm fixing myself. All right. So anyway, if you go to a class, it usually tells you how many credits you're going to get. For that class, you are going to get 3 credits, PHP credits. And I just have to figure out what those are and put them on the website, which I will do tonight. So anyway, back to this. Here are the like we were talking about, the 60 hours total, 42 hours that are core classes, if you will. If you get extra classes in whatever it might be, you get to use that as the 18 hours of electives, much like going to college. It's really a simple program, but it's about going to classes. There's some calculators under here, and then there's some links and downloads. Here's a really good one. Here is my account. If you go to my dashboard, that's going to take you to your account. It will tell you your name, whatever you've put in. This is where you can go and you can edit. You can change your email address. You can change your password, your phone number, whatever you need to change. But over here is about me. You want to allow other members, which we'll get to in just a second. You want to allow other members to find you. That automatically is checked. If you uncheck it, they will not be able to find you. You can tell people what category, what your specialty is. If you'd like to, you can click on any of these. If you go to account details, you can see what type of account you have. You have a general membership. You can, I've got a reoccurring transaction with our host of our website. We don't do reoccurring transactions. So every year you will get a renewal. You'll get about 4 notices, and you'll get a personal email from me or 2 reminding you that your dues is coming up and offering you a special discount. And then you will go to the website or call me and I'll help you renew your membership. Order history. This is where you can go and you can look and see what you have paid for. So tax time, I want to know what I paid for. I can resend myself a receipt. I went to all these classes. I spent money on it. You can resend yourself a receipt. Events attended. Oh man, I can't remember. Did I sign up for the September 1st general meeting or not? Oh, I did, but I don't know where my Zoom link is. Oh my goodness. Click that. It's going to take me back to that page. I'm going to be able to scroll down to the bottom. Oh, there's my Zoom link, and I can click right on that. So it's a really, really friendly website. It's not difficult to operate. You get a free website when you join. I can give you the phone number of the person who is more familiar with those websites. They also offer a premium website. In my opinion, the website is more geared towards if you're selling a property or you're buying a property. It's really geared towards that. It's not geared towards your wallpaper business or what you might have. But you can also redirect the website to go to your website. If you go down to here, it is the website is powered by Real Estate Promo. If you click into this, it will take you to Real Estate Promo, scroll all the way to the bottom, and there's their contact information. They're out of Minneapolis. You can contact them directly. The main contact's name is Daryl, and he'll be glad to help you with any of that if you want anything to do with your website or a premium website. That's how you'll go into that. What else? Oh, somebody asked about how you can contact other members. So this is a member directory. If you click into that and you're logged in, you're going to be able to find people by their name and what city they live in. And if they had a company name, this doesn't mean they're a business member, but if they have a company name and they put it in their profile, then that's how you'll find them. I remember meeting David. So you can actually do a modified research and you can search for a David, see which David it is. The first email you send, if I click this and I send an email, let me go here. We'll just pick the first person here. I send an email. It's going to say, there's David. Okay. Didn't mean to pick on him, but it's going to say my name, my email address. I can't see his. So the first email goes to him. It'll come with a subject line. You have an email from a CFRI member. So you type your email in, and then if he wants to respond, he'll respond directly back to you, and the conversation will be outside of CFRI. I will tell you that if you do this more than 15 times in a few days, you're going to be locked out of it. Automatically, you're locked out for about 30 days because it's considered spamming people. The idea was that you have met this person. You've met David. You've met whoever it might be. And that's why you want to, so that's how you reach out to them. Any other questions? And also the other thing too, in these, the Zoom meetings, you can reach out to people via chat. Now on the Zoom webinar, in the general meeting, you cannot, but the other meetings, like I just saw, somebody reached out to, Kevin. Yeah, different people are reaching out to each other. So you're welcome to reach out that way too and put your name and number in the chat. We ask you not to put your business information in unless you are a business member, because that's not fair for the business members who are paying the business membership dues. The Home Depot paint cabinet program discounts. No. So that's a discount program that Home Depot offers through National REIA. Let's go back to the member benefits. if you go to that and you click on this, it'll open up and tell you about the appliance program. So it's not valid. That's an interesting one. The appliance program is not valid for in-store purchases. So what you're doing is you're actually looking at a catalog, and then you're emailing an appliance order form to the Pro Appliance team at homedepot.com, and then they're going to reach back out to you. So these appliances aren't necessarily appliances you can even see at Home Depot. And what was the other, the paint program, once you you sign up for your Home Depot Pro Rewards program and you put in the agreement code NREIA, then you will get you'll become a gold member is what it is. And you'll get, for the paint discount, you'll automatically get 20% off by putting your phone number in. If you don't have that, then you can put our office number in, which is 407-328-7773 at the register, and you'll get 20% off. But we want you to use your program, your account, so that you get the credit for it. So it goes towards your $5,000 minimum threshold every 6 months. Again, as a backup, you can use our number. If you're sitting at the register and it's not working, the person at the register is not going to know about this program. So they're not going to be able to help you. And you're not going to be able to call me and say, I need help right now. The easiest way, you've got your paint mixed, is just use our phone number. Cabinet program, same thing. It walks you through. There's a special catalog that you'll go to, and then you'll download the form, and then you'll be emailing it back, and then they'll get in touch with you. So that's all of this is explained here.
But your cabinet purchases through that program still go towards your 5,000.
Yes, yes. So all of your purchases, as long as you use your own phone number, you have your forms of payment tied to your account, and you've got the agreement code NREIA. I'm going to see if I can pull up my my Home Depot real quick and see if I can show you. Hang on one second. Then it'll be tied to your account if you've got that. So give me just a second to pull up mine, and then I can show you. So
Nathaniel, to answer your question that was on chat, you don't need to make a $5,000 minimum purchase to
Right.
get the paint, cabinet, or the appliance discounts. That's you need the 5,000. It's really like a rebate program. That's where the 5,000 comes in, but you can use all the other discounts with no minimums.
Thank you.
correct. So you go to my account, sign in. Okay, now it's in the Pro Extra Rewards account. And if you go here, it'll tell you your purchase history, because I've used my phone number every time I make a purchase. This is just for the last 30 days. So you can reprint your receipt. You can actually go and you can take things back without a receipt and put your phone number in, and it'll pull it up for you. Also under here is my cards and accounts. So here is my payment cards that I've got. If I go to program details over here on the left, here's my profile, my name, my shipping address. My program details will tell me that I am somewhere in here. They just changed this. Somewhere here it tells me that I'm part of National REIA. Sorry. Oh, man. Program details.
You gotta keep you on your toes.
I know, right? It's just not right.
That's the downside of doing it live. This is always what happens when you're doing it live. But just to go back to what Buffy just showed a minute ago with the history of your purchases, you already have, like, you might have it on your credit card, you might have it on somewhere else, but this has come in very handy for me with my properties, when I have purchased, say, 2 matching sconces for the wall or something that matches another one. And I want to know exactly what remodeled the porch at this house. And since I keep all the stuff in there and I have a history of everything I bought, I could actually click through and order another that was identical to what I already bought. So that list of, I also kind of use this to keep track sometimes of like paint colors and decor so that I know like what's happened. So it's just a really good record of everything you've purchased at Home Depot if you want, especially I've done it with air filters so that I can keep track of which properties I sent which air filters to. And it's turned out to save my bacon a couple of times, just having that automatically in there by giving them my phone number when I check out.
Perfect. Absolutely. And you can title every purchase you make, you can put a title on it. You can put the house address, whatever. So it's easy for you to figure out where you use that material on, which house you use that paint or which house you use that nail or whatever it might be. So what I did was I went to here to under benefits and I went to the Pro Extra enrollment guide. And because honestly, I don't have back access to the Pro Extra. So I don't know it all, unfortunately. I wish I did. But if you have questions about it,
She knows almost it all though. She doesn't know it all, but she knows there's a very tiny little almost in there before it all, just so y'all know.
So there's a phone number there that you can call though, and they'll walk you through how to do it. You just need to be sure and tell them that you're part of National REIA and that you have an agreement code, NREIA, because that's how it's tracked for those rebate. That's how you're going to get the rebate. So anybody have any questions? I hope this has been informative. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you get everything you wanted out of CFRI. We're here to help you.